All right, welcome back, everybody, to Tarqaron. We're here to review the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which is interesting. We reviewed the Mario Bros. Movie last year. Was that last year?
No, the Super Mario Brothers movie came out in 2023, Zach.
3 years ago. That's right. And we reviewed Mario Galaxy last year. I believe so.
Yep, we did.
And
Hmm.
then we got Mario Galaxy 2 queued up soon. So there's a lot of synergy. And then our friend Luke played Mario Galaxy 2 in our challenge. So it's like very much
Yeah,
Galaxy on the brain. Galaxy brained.
it's Galaxy brained,
All
and it is on the brain too. It's very true. So yeah.
right. But as always with reviews, we don't discuss beforehand, so we don't really know each other's opinions on it. We'll come in with our
Mhm.
gut check, which is our score out of 10 that we're feeling now. We'll do a review and then lock in final scores at the end.
That's right.
All right. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, flip. 6.
8,
Wow.
8. This is what I gave the first
Oh
movie.
my
So I'm
god.
giving this one too because I had pretty much the exact same feeling coming out of the movie
Wow.
theater
Okay.
with the first one.
Glaze. W
Yeah,
Glaze.
I had a wonderful time. I don't know. I had a really good time with it. It's not I feel like something that I maybe is not maybe as a I don't know, as a flaw as a reviewer, I don't know. But like I there are times when I just have to try to take a movie for what it is and what it's presenting. So I find it interesting because like I've seen a lot of conversation online of people sort of saying, well, this movie doesn't have much of a plot and it's just jangling keys in front of you for 90 minutes. And like, yeah, I think there's some elements of truth to that. And like I wouldn't necessarily even disagree. Um, but I find something like this a little bit more acceptable than, and by a little more, I think far more acceptable than a Minecraft movie, which we reviewed last year, where to me, the the sort of like delight and joy of the member berries comes from the passion of the filmmaking behind it. The fact
Mhm.
that Nintendo is like very specifically involved in the making of this movie with Illumination, and it's like you can just tell that the people were really having a good time on it. Whereas when it goes to like Minecraft, I think there's ways they could have gone about that movie to actually make it good, but it sort of just ended up being slop at the end of the day.
Right.
Is this slop too? Maybe of a different variety is where I would class it. I
Different
would I would call it more like candy as opposed to like here eat your pig trough.
tastier slop. It's
Um,
tastier.
so
More palatable
so I
slop.
so with this it's like I can kind of understand where a lot of criticism of this is coming from. But for me, it's just like the point of the movie is not to be anything deeper than exactly what you got. It's not trying to say anything like overly meaningful. It has like a cute little story in there about family, but at the end of the day, it's really just intended to be 90 minutes of here's Nintendo stuff. Have a good time.
Right.
I don't know, and it's like and we can go wherever you want from there. I mean, it's
Uh-huh.
like you clearly didn't maybe enjoy it quite as much as I did. I did have a really good time with it. I had fun. But it's sort of like hard for me to even necessarily like levy like it's easy. I don't know. It's sort of hard. I'm like kind of torn because it's like there are things about it that I wish it had maybe done better. Like the way the movie ends is very strange to me. That was like bizarre. It was just like, oh my god, it's over. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it just kind of ended. Um, but I don't know. I'm sort of in a weird place with it because like I loved it. I had a great time, but
All
it's
right.
like I don't know. It's like uh, I've been talking enough. It's I'd like to hear kind of your general thought process behind
Mm.
it because I think from memory, I think you gave the original movie kind of a decent score at least, or around like 7.5 or something.
Yeah, I think we gave it the same score. I think it was an 8, unless you
Mm.
went higher than that, maybe. But I think we ended up in
No,
an
I
eight
think it was I
each.
think it was 8,
So
yeah,
that's
I
why
think it
I'm
was.
like, I think it's not. I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it, but if I'm gonna review it or look at it critically, um, I think it's undeniable that the first one was better. It's a better movie, and I don't think this should be the same because the plot, yeah, is a very thin plot. And if this one felt way more like the other one, obviously had that, and we enjoyed that, but this one felt way more like okay, just references, references. And it's like okay, I appreciated them, I enjoyed them, but if I'm reviewing it as a movie, then I don't think it works as much, because like what you're saying about it wasn't going for much more than that. That's true, but you could pretty much say that about a lot of children's movies in general. Um, like we could say
Yeah.
Baby Shark is a big movie. That's an 8 out of 10 because it's not going for anything more than children's entertainment.
No, but there's some elements of just like it's cheaply made. The music wasn't very good.
Right. Like there's quality
The,
here. I'm not denying there's quality
yeah,
here, but it does
a
feel
lot. The quality is very high.
it does
Like,
feel like not as solid of a product as the first one, because I know critics weren't high on the first one either, but I was
yeah.
like we were pretty high on it.
Hmm.
This one I just feel differently. It hits a little differently to me. It felt like kind of a mess. Like felt like very disjointed and things that were just happening. It's like okay, here's this reference, this happening. Now here's this character. They're just here, and then it was like, um, okay, we had these random unexpected ones that would have been really unexpected if we didn't have that beforehand, like Fox being in there. Um, that would have been a shock. It still was a shock that
I
Mr. Game and Watch was in there. I was like,
That
I
was
never would.
awesome. Hey, Smash Brothers, bring it on right now. Let's go, Smash Brothers,
I
Subspace
never would
Emissary,
have guessed
baby.
in a million years what character will come in in
Yeah,
this fight here.
that was. I did not see that coming at all. That was amazing. And then Rob showed up, of course. Rob's little cameo was cute.
But I mean,
Um,
again, they did. Again, it's the part of working with Nintendo. They do have more care to the references than like a Minecraft movie, like you said, because they do have more obscure stuff that people won't even appreciate for the most part, unless you specifically played Super Mario Galaxy. And
right.
like even the random power ups we get thrown in the end, and then we got that even the red star power up. I was like, whoa!
Red
I
Star
was like,
power up.
what the hell?
Yeah, yeah,
That's a deep cut right there.
yeah. Because like, how many people even got that in the original Galaxy? I don't know, or used it because you barely
Yeah,
use it
it's
in
like
that game.
very like you could easily not remember if you haven't played the game since you were young. You probably wouldn't remember it, you know. And then it's like exclusive to that game, right? It hasn't been in anything else.
I don't think it has. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just in that game, and you can only use it in the observatory. So
Yeah, so there's stuff like that that's cool, and I like
yeah,
the different musical cues. Of course, it's all just
the
really.
the music is like it's so good. Like I recently got the soundtrack for my birthday last year. I used some like gift card money to get the soundtrack of the first movie. So I've listened to that quite a bit, and it's the soundtrack of that first movie is so good. It's so the way they interweave their original themes that Brian Tyler composed for it with like the old stuff is just like it's so good. And um it's nice seeing that a lot of his themes return again in this, but it's just like you get even more to draw from. You're really drawn on the Galaxy soundtracks in this, and that's
I know,
great because
and
those have such good soundtracks.
yeah, there were definitely points where I was like, man, really wish we could have fleshed that out more because it was like, the Galaxy, one of the great Galaxy tracks comes in and like it's gone before you know it. I'm like, okay, well that was nice.
Yeah, I think one of the shortcomings of the movie is that like it did try to do too much. It like if it had stayed maybe more focused on Galaxy, I because like there's the whole casino sequence where it's drawing from both Mario 2 and Mario Sunshine at the same time, which is
There's a
which is
lot of and
crazy.
there's a bunch of different games
And
mixed in here.
and uh and it's just like wow, that's I mean that's already wild like that they were doing this. It's like but when you show Wart and all of his like minions, it's like some of them they're just like they just got like a couple shots. You know, you've got like Mauser in there, and then the crab boss, whose name I don't remember, and Birdo showing up, and it's just like,
Yep.
yeah, that was just like, sure, why not throw that out there? Why not? I guess at this
Yeah,
point,
well, that's a good point. It doesn't really feel like a Mario Galaxy movie. Like, yes, it has music, yes, it has character references from it, but it really doesn't have an energy of a Mario Galaxy movie, which is kind of what I suspected when I first heard of that, because there's not as much mainstream appeal if you just go all in on Galaxy. The original
right?
was just called Mario Bros. Movie, but it was just kind of tons of Mario mixed
Hmm.
together. And then this one, even, yeah, you have like the Mario Odyssey location with those
Yep.
characters. You had the Piantas were there. Like, hell yeah,
Yeah,
Piantas on screen.
that's
All right.
awesome. Yeah, I want
Mario
Don
World
Pianta
stuff.
for
It's the
the
next one.
next Mario movie.
It's just a fully focused Don Pianta movie. That would be good. It really takes a
Um,
turn.
yeah,
So it's like I had a feeling it would become something like this, where it's like it's called Mario Galaxy movie because it just works as a title, but then it's really kind of a bunch
yeah,
of other stuff just shoved in there. And I don't think it was as graceful as it could have been. It's like, okay,
yeah. Well,
Fox is here because there's space. All right, let's
right.
let's throw Fox in there, and then we're gonna kick off whatever it's gonna turn into from here. I don't know.
Right. Well, it's like especially because it's like the teaser of the last movie was that they're introducing Yoshi. So from that, I was like, oh, well, naturally it's going to be like the Mario World, like Super Mario
Yeah,
World or something. Um, when instead they were like, oh no, we're just going to Galaxy. It's like, whoa, well,
I
okay,
know.
that's a big leap. Um,
But even felt rushed at points in this movie. Like, even when we're
yeah.
introducing Yoshi, it's just like Yoshi's
Mhm.
there, and then he's just immediately they're best friends, and that's it. You don't even think about it.
Yeah, yeah, I think that is kind of my problem because like while it's not as I don't necessarily agree that it's disjointed, but to me the pacing is more like and on to the next thing. It is there is enough stuff going on like in each like specific part of the movie that it's not hard to keep track of. But it's like I wish they had stayed more like it's very much like Peach and Toad are very focused on rescuing Rosalina. It's very much like that's the big thing that they're doing. Meanwhile, Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi are just like doing adventures in the Mushroom Kingdom, and I'm like, that's fun, that's cute,
Mm.
but it's like we do that, and then they meet back up with them, and then it's like, and then we go on another little adventure where they get turned into the babies, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, right.
What do we do? What?
The, the,
How?
it,
What?
that's why I feel like it really feels bloated to me.
Yeah,
Like they wanted as many Mario references as possible. It's like okay, I appreciate these random deep cuts, but it's like we're also just throwing everything at the wall. It's like you guys clearly have room to, we could have more movies, so you don't need
yeah,
to get everything out there. Let's get Baby Mario, let's get Birdo, let's get the Piantas, let's get everything referenced in here immediately.
yeah. I wonder how much of that is it's kind of hard to say, but I wonder how much of that is Illumination being like, no, we need to stuff more things in, or if it's Nintendo being like, no, we have to stuff more things in. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it, maybe it's both. It could be both. They could be maybe just the maybe kind of the wrong sort of fit for each other creatively. Like, I think that again, I loved it. Like, I had a great time. I was extremely entertained, but I I do like there are is part of me that wishes that it could just take that next step to being like great. Whereas like I'm fed as a Nintendo fan, as a lifelong fan, I'm fed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sated. I get my nice ice cream, my candy, and I'm happy. I'm in my happy place. But it's like, what if I want like more like a full on Sunday or like a fine dessert? You know, and I think if they maybe focused maybe just a little bit more on the galaxy of it all, maybe then it probably would have stepped even higher in my estimation. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that is sort of mainly my main problem with it because the individual elements are all there. You have the through lines of like family. You have Bowser and Bowser Jr. There's a whole that's like a whole plot thing that's all kind of involved there. And then you have Peach and Rosalina, which is like lore drop. This is kind of a
Oh
new
boy.
twist on established lore. Whereas like Rosalina was just kind of a mysterious figure, but this is actually drawing more specifically from information from the Super Mario Brothers movie. That like Peach is like, I don't really know where I came from. I don't really know what's going on with that, but I just end up here and the Toads took care of me and I take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
So um then in this it's like, oh, then you learn that's like they're
Peach will meet up with Zelda in the next one or something.
well, they tease Daisy at
I
the
know.
very end. So we know Daisy's coming along.
But that
So
teaser was very much gave me Sonic vibes. So it's like, okay, now we're just dropping. Now we're gonna drop a new princess each movie. It's like, what
yeah.
princess is next?
Well, hey, remember the teaser was specifically for Yoshi in the
Mm-hmm.
last one. So what I want what I want out of the next one, I know we're talking about this movie, but I want from the next one. I want Wario and Waluigi, baby. Give me the freaks. I want them in the
But
Mushroom Kingdom too. And then Bowser's gonna feel all like, oh, what? Well, who are these weirdos?
but
And
what are we doing? Are we
Smash
doing
Brothers.
Mario or are we doing Smash Bros? That's what I'm wondering. Or are we
Yeah.
about to have a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe situation on our hands, or now it's Mario, but it is other people? I don't know if they're trying to set up like a NCU, or if it's like just all gonna be put into Mario.
Well, well, you did drop that the Star Fox reveal was, by the way, one of the most glorious. Like I was just on cloud nine when that was all going on. Everything with Star Fox McCloud, I was completely on board. Glenn Powell did a wonderful job voicing him. Glenn Powell has lobbied for like a while, basically since like that movie came out. He's like, I want to be Star Fox. Like, let me be Star Fox, please.
Hmm.
And so I think that's kind of why they put him in the movie. But what I, but that like 25 seconds is just like, give me a Star Fox movie or show that looks like that, please.
Hmm. Right?
Or even a
Yeah.
short film. I
Yeah,
just
I was
want
like,
that.
what is
That
this? So
was
we're cutting
amazing.
in here. Yeah.
That's incredible. I was like, just give me that. That looked so good. Um, yeah. Because I love Star Fox. Anyone who knows me knows how much I love Star Fox, and I so that was just fun.
Yeah.
It was delightful.
I'm just wondering
There
what
was
the thought process.
musical references to Star Fox too. That was,
Yeah.
oh man, so good.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what the thought process is if they're like trying to expand into like now have movies for all like different Nintendo series, or if it's just now Mario movies will have more of these characters sprinkled in there. I don't know.
First one
We
had
shall see.
yeah, because this one didn't have any of the monkeys. They didn't have a DK, or like DK was sort of
Mm-hmm.
referenced in the Yoshi sequence.
It's like King
Um,
Kong. Yeah, like
yeah, uh, but they didn't have any of the Kongs in this one.
mm-mm.
So yeah, you can almost build out your whole other movie universes with those, though. You know, like DK and Diddy versus the Kremlings, or
Yeah, they already have a whole world going on over there.
yeah, yeah,
I just don't know how ambitious they're getting with it.
yeah. I don't know.
And then when if they expand into these other series, I don't know how much that will take to the general audiences either. Because I'm just so
Right,
curious thinking about the general audiences watching this, and like they have no idea who Mr. Game and Watch is. I'm like, what are they thinking right now when this is happening? I have no idea.
right.
Because like these, they're not gonna get some of these deeper cut other characters. They're not gonna understand it.
Yeah.
So even I was even
So
thinking that like, one of my favorite part of the movie is that final sequence when they when they get like the galaxy power ups, and like I know damn
oh,
well no one knows
so
what they
good.
are, like
No,
the
but okay,
normies.
but Galaxy 1 and 2 just see, this is perfect brain synergy, by the way, for them, because they released Galaxy 1 and 2
Yeah,
on the Switch like 6 months ago or whatever. And it sold very well. And like I guarantee you that people will know it from that, at least the kids. But well, the thing is, like, the kids get that, but then the adults are gonna know Wart and Birdo and like the grown people that grew up on NES Mario, or Rob. They would know Rob, and they
Rob.
would
Yeah.
know the whole joke of that is that Rob is laborious to use, and so it being really slow at his direction is exactly how Rob worked as a peripheral. So that was like glorious for the old heads in the audience that knew that they
You know,
grew up
when
with
I
that.
saw
And that's
that,
so
what I thought of was Zootopia. I thought it was like the
you
sloth.
thought it was the slop.
I was like, okay,
Yeah,
they're reheating their
that
nachos
it
with
it
this.
is that it is kind of that joke, but it's more specific than that. It's more specific than that because it is a play on Rob being slow and
Yeah.
being kind of laborious to use, like a pain. Um,
But
so
yeah, I really like that final fight in particular with the
yeah,
different power ups and then the red star and like they had a lot of fun musical cues mixed in there. So
I
yeah.
wanna also highlight something that stood out to me while I was watching this, and that is how good the camera cinema and cinematography was in this. Like, making it so that these frenetic fight scenes are extremely followable and that you can really track what's going on at any given point. They did such a good I thought they did an amazing job with that. It was all very readable. Even when it was like fast paced, you could kind of tell it was everything that was going on. Especially that last sequence where the camera's like panning around everything going on. It was very fun. Like it was just fun to sit there and just like take it in as a
Mhm.
kind of a piece of entertainment. Um,
And
that was
they
something that like stood out to me. That was something I was like taking note of as the throughout the course of the movie. Um,
yeah, and they did some fun little transitions with the pixel art, switching from to retro style to this was pretty cool, pretty
It
cute.
was very that was like Mario Maker basically. Well, they did a Mario Maker reference at the very end, but it did kind of feel that way too, even with the like layout of
Yeah,
the super hard sequence that Bowser Jr. makes for them to go through. Um,
but
Dry Bones Bowser though,
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
that was pretty great. One of maybe the best Bowser boss fight in 2D Mario. Maybe the Mario World fight is pretty amazing, but I think Dry Bones Bowser is one of the best.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so that was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they did that. They did that well. They made it pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, but like I said, I can sit here and I can love all these references. I can point them out. There's plenty of videos, 500
But
plus things you missed.
references, yeah. But
But
Zach, it's about family. It's about family,
as a
right?
movie, I don't think it was that good. I think it was just kind of references thrown in there, and it's obviously a lot more heart and a lot more impressive than a Minecraft movie, if we're using that example for sure. But you know, and for what it is, most people will just like it.
Yeah.
But
Like me,
yeah,
I guess I'm a simp for the big billion-dollar corporation, I guess. But um, I don't know. I can't. It's this is where it's like it's difficult for me to like turn the the child brain off when it comes to something like this, just because it is
right,
very much appealing to my baser sensibilities. Like uh, because like while it is sort of light on plot, I did like the plot that was there. I thought it was very cute. I liked the relationship that they built up between Bowser and Bowser Jr. I thought they did a fun job with that. It provides enough context to make sense for why Bowser decides to change his mind and betray the Mario Brothers. I liked the stuff. The one thing I wish there was more of. I wish there was more payoff to it. Was Rosalina and Peach. I liked that whole thing of her watching over the kingdom, like Rosalina essentially being like, I know my sister's out there and she's doing good in the universe, and that's enough for me. And then when it comes to it, it's like Peach being like, well, but I need to reconnect with this lost part of myself. And the sort of like I just wanted more payoff to that sort of relationship. Um, and there was
right.
like it was like a little bit, but it was like, oh, and then the movie's over, and I was like, oh, okay. It's like
Yeah,
I kind of wish there was like a little more than what we got, but uh,
I like like again. I like the musical cues, like the Rosalina storybook. That was nice to see. I
mhm,
was like,
mhm.
that's an important thing to check off for the Mario Galaxy movie. You know what? the Lumas when they're on screen. My
Hmm.
nephew watched it with my nephew. He said that's like the star from Wish.
Yeah, they
So I
are.
mean, it's
I mean,
not
they are. Where
similar
do you think the
energy.
star? Where do you think that they got the idea of that thing from?
Yeah,
Mm,
but
they were very cute. I think the child actors that played them were all very, very cute
mhm.
and fun.
That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. Anything else in the Mario Galaxy movie?
Oh, Captain Olimar showing up too.
What is going on? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Pikmin, the Pikmins.
more specifically the Pikmin and the SS Dolphin.
Yeah.
Uh, what? What are we doing here?
I don't know.
We are going full Smash Brothers.
And
Well, I would say new voice talent. I loved everybody. I thought Benny Safdie was great. I thought, I mean, Donald Glover is an unusual choice for Yoshi, but I thought he was great. Here's one thing I was really, really worried about. I was really, really worried that Yoshi was going to be talking
yeah.
and that they were hiding that. And he didn't. And I was so happy. I was so happy that the only thing he said was Yoshi.
Yeah, was it Jack Black who said that he texted him like I want to play Yoshi?
I
Someone
think it
said
was something
that and
like
he like texted he
yeah.
texted them like I want to play Yoshi and he was like, I think they're really going for a more basic thing like just noises and he's like, "Okay. Yeah."
Yeah, he's just like cool.
So, okay.
That's great. That's
Yeah, I
fun.
thought it was going to be full on talking Yoshi when I heard that he was going to do the voice. So I was like, "Okay. I don't know."
Yeah, Brie Larson, I thought she was great too. I really liked her. I really liked that portrayal of Rosalina. I thought she was great.
Yeah. Who's
Um,
playing Daisy? Do we know yet? I'm guessing not, right?
we probably don't know. I don't think we know that
Who's it
yet.
gonna be? What's our
Oh,
best guess? Because they're doing all these like these stars like the
yeah, star casting.
Jenna Ortega for Daisy.
Sure, why not? Yeah,
it
make her
could
like
be
a make sassy Latina. There you go.
it could be any
It's,
like young actress really could just do the princess voices.
it could be.
So he was really a shot in the
Who was
dark.
somebody who was Wart? Wart was somebody who was like, oh, it's that guy. But he was fun too.
Hmm.
He did a fun voice. Um,
They're
I don't
like,
remember.
are we going for gamer adjacent? Like that's kind of what Brie Larson was. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
I don't know for the
Still
next
think
one.
she would make an amazing Samus. By the way,
Yeah.
she would be fantastic as Samus. So
I was also thinking of watching this movie, and I didn't
mhm.
watch any of the press or anything, but I was thinking like this cast doesn't know like any of these references. This is funny because it's way deeper than any of them are into these. Like Chris
It's
Pratt was already like when it first came out, like felt like he was
it's
pretending to that he cared about Mario.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm pretty sure Chris Pratt was a Sega guy. I think he was. I think he grew up more mainly on Sega. Um, yeah, no, I saw some of it, and it's just like, yeah, I think Donald Glover is the only one that like knows more like most of this stuff.
Like
Like
not
most
just
of the
the
rest of the
basic
cast is
stuff.
like
Yeah, they're
most of
like,
the
oh
rest of
yeah,
the cast is
Mario and
fairly
Peach. Yeah,
yeah.
Mario
Yeah,
fights
but, like,
Bowser.
Donald Glover is the guy that knows his stuff. Jack Black sort of can, like, piece it together, but he is also, like, older, and he has more, like, dad energy where he kinda, like he kinda gets a pass because
Yeah.
he's the fun, goofy uncle or kinda, dad energy, so it's like, he's fine. We love Jack Black, so it's
I
like,
I saw a video I
um
recommended. I haven't watched yet, but it was like the Mario Galaxy cast reacts to Mario's best moments. I'm like, what? Whoa! It's like a highlight reel.
What?
And
What is
how
that?
do you even do that? Like
What's
you show
Mario's best
gameplay
moments?
of like Mario beating Bowser in Galaxy.
I
That
was gonna say, are we doing Mario going to jail in Mario
would be
Sunshine,
great.
and then being like, "What the hell is
I
going
know.
on?"
It would be funny. Like you show him anything. I was like kind of. I didn't know if I wanted to watch or not because I didn't know if it was going to be them pretending to know what they're watching. I don't know what the energy is. So there's going to be like, oh yeah, I remember that. I loved that moment.
Yeah,
And you're like, you did not know that moment.
yeah.
But I'm so
Well,
curious what's in there.
that's you just reminded me of like one of the interviews that they had with it was like a round table they were talking about, and then Jeff Bridges talking about going into a video game. It was like, yeah, it's like I was in a video game. It's called Tron,
Mm-hmm.
and none of them got it. None of them got like
Yeah,
he.
I remember
That's the
that.
plot of the movie. He's in a video game, and none of them got it. They're like, oh yeah, Tron. We love that arcade game, and it's like, no, he's no, he's making a joke, and it's great.
That's
But
like mostly why I haven't watched these interviews, because I feel like it's a lot of just pretending to care. It's probably like
yeah,
what are we
yeah.
asking them to? Man, I gotta send you this clip. There was some clip where like someone asked Anya Taylor Joy, like, what's the
Oh, I
similarity
saw
between Princess
this.
Peach?
It's just
Yeah.
like, why are you asking her that? Why are you asking her that? This poor woman, she
And
does a great job
what was her
voicing the
word that
character.
she used? It was like perseverance or something like,
It's very,
or
very
the or
stupid
they're like
though.
holy individuals or she said something like that, some generic
And
thing.
it was like she said nothing, and I love
That's
that.
good.
um,
Anyway,
well, like, okay, so here for an example, none of them, I absolutely nobody there, none, probably not even Donald Glover would have seen that. Like, oh, they changed the symbol on the paintbrush. That should be the EGAD symbol, but it's actually Bowser Jr. He put himself on it. The only reference they made to the EGAD symbol was Kamek was holding a mug that had the EGAD logo on it. See, that's for me. That's for people like
just
me who
you.
have no life, and that's I love stuff like that. But it's like them; they don't know that, and it's probably more
Do you
healthy
think
that they
they
don't know
do you think
that
they
they don't know
told them
that.
anything? Like if you showed the entire cast a picture of Mr. Game and Watch, would they know who that is? They still probably wouldn't know, right?
Donald Glover, maybe he's played Smash Brothers and would know, but even then, he'd be like, I don't know what he's from though. Like,
Like you could show a screenshot from the movie, just show Mr. Game and Watch,
yeah,
and be like, "What's this
who's this
from?
guy?
What movie is this
Who's this?
from?" They wouldn't know.
What man is what man is this?
All right, final score.
Well, the best part about Mr. Game and Watch too is
Not a
that like
good movie.
he's the best part about Mr. Game and Watch is the fact that he is like, technically speaking, he is like a character made in Smash Brothers. Like, there was no pre-existing character before that called Mr. Game and
Right,
Watch.
they gave the name. They named
That was
him.
Sakurai's invention to be like, hey, this is the guy who's in
He's
all of
in
the
Game and
Game
Watch,
and
so
Watch games. Yeah,
he's Mr. Game and Watch.
yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, flip. 6.
I read it a little bit down because I think it does. I think I agree that it does lose a little. I think if it had been more focused, it would have been. I still feel entertainment wise, I'm still at a 10 out of 10. Like I
Wow.
was like I was a kid in the theater again. I was like I was having a great time. As a movie, it's got problems. They probably should have had it more focused. I think it still works overall. I recommended that my parents take my nieces to it because they're gonna love it. You know, they'll get at least some of the
Children
references.
children will love this movie.
Yeah, and me too.
Period. Oh.
Children will love this movie.
And that's it.
Or people or grown children like
Uh,
me who just get all the little
I
references
actually
and stuff.
was pretty bored through a lot of it.
Wow,
And I
I
love
just don't
Mario
agree.
Galaxy, so like what
Yeah,
else do you want from me at that point?
I don't know.
I gotta
I don't
be
know,
real.
man.
It's
Are you
not
old and jaded? I feel like I'm the old jaded one. I don't know.
because you know at the
Well,
end of the day it doesn't really matter. It is mostly geared towards children.
mhm.
Children will love it. My nephew gave it a 9 out of 10, straight up. So there you go.
Cool.
Says it's better than the first one. And when the next
There you
one
go.
comes out, he'll say that one's better.
Of course, of
That's just
course.
how it works.
That is how it works. Yeah. Um, I think I do. So, like, I'm of a certain mind where I do think we should still demand excellence out of our children's entertainment. Like, Hoppers was great. You know, I had a great time. I One thing that I think I prefer about this movie, even though I did like the bold stylistic choices of Hoppers and how it looked very different from other Pixar movies. This looked better in almost every single way. than that. And I'm saying that about an Illumination movie, something I only have ever said about the other Super Mario Brothers movie. Because I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're just like, hey, actually, we can make movies look amazing. By the way, we don't have to make them look like cheap
Hmm.
junk. We can actually make them if we have passion behind it, and if we have talent that's really just loving every moment of working on the movie. I'm sure the people in the animation bay would probably have something to say about that. Um, but people clearly having a good time working on it. Passion begets passion. I don't know. It's a good time. But obviously it's no Citizen Kane, and it's not even a Toy Story, you know. So it's like, yeah,
It's not even a Toy Story. Toy
yeah.
Story better than Citizen Kane, by the way. Just saying. But sure,
Is it?
it's not even
Would you say
close
that?
to Toy Story. I don't know. I gotta
No, it's
rewatch
not even.
Citizen Kane, but
Yeah,
I definitely enjoyed Toy Story more.
yeah. Toy Story is great. Yeah.
I
Well, I'm
gotta,
trying
I
to
gotta
think.
rewatch Citizen Kane for that.
What's a mid tier echelon Pixar film that this would be better than? That's what I'm kind of thinking of. Incredibles 2.
I haven't
It's a
seen
better
that
movie
one.
than that.
I would
Better
say
than that.
probably most all Pixar movies are better than this, but
Oh no, 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 no. There's a decent amount that this clears for sure. That's the thing, is that
not a decent
there's a
amount. There's a couple, but you're giving this too
okay,
much credit. I think.
Cars 2, The Good Dinosaur,
I haven't seen Good
Incredibles
Dinosaur.
2,
I haven't seen Incredibles
uh,
2.
Brave,
I don't think so.
the
I don't think
yeah,
it clears Brave.
Brave is Brave is pretty bad.
This one
I
is not.
I loved Braid when it came out. I rewatched it. It is probably my least favorite Pixar movie, up under The Good Dinosaur.
But
It's
if
very
if Mario showed up at the end, it probably would up it a couple points for you.
it would be like, "Hi, what it's Mario. He's here."
Yeah.
uh,
Anyway,
yeah.
and
So
we'll stop there.
I think we'll stop there. I think that's good.
All right. Tarkon score 6.75. All
It's
right.
unfortunate. I probably should have stuck to 8 because then we would give it a 7 at least,
That's
which I
that's
think it
dis-
deserves that.
disingenuous game in the system. Because
Yeah.
then I could just say, okay, I should go down to a 4 to make it where I really want it to be. You know,
Yeah. We're not. Yeah.
can't game the system.
Game it. I have to be honest. I did come down a little bit,
You
just
took
just
the
to be a little bit
oath
more.
and you swore to be honest on Tarqaron.
I did. Yeah. I gave it that score, even though in my heart it's a 10.
Crazy heart.
In my heart it's a 10, but it's like my heart is not also a liar. So no,
There you go. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. Like the video. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the Super Mario Galaxy movie. What do you think? All right, we'll have a Mario Galaxy 2 review coming within like a month or so.
I can tell you right now that's gonna have a very different score.
I think so.
I
And
think so. Yeah.
if you enjoyed this video, I'm going to recommend a random Tarkaron video for you to watch next.
Random rules, baby.
If you enjoyed this, why don't you go watch episode 3 of the Tarkaron podcast, Adele Dazim.
We just brought that up as a talking point, I
And
guess, in that episode.
Forky is in the thumbnail. So there you go. Some
Okay.
story synergy. So check that out. And take care, everyone. All right.
Great.